welcome to another vlog. So today I thought I would just take you guys in a little behind the scenes, a little day in the life. It is a pretty chill day considering I don't work today. Well, I do work, but I'm not going into work today. So we're gonna get some stuff done today. We're gonna start off by heading into Walmart, picking up a few things. So let's get to it. When did makeup get so expensive? Does anyone else ever just need like 5 minutes after shopping to just be in your car and decompress for a second? Between the lights, the people, and like all the stuff and things, it's very overstimulating to me, and I just need a second afterwards. I don't know. Alrighty, I just got finished at the coffee shop, and honestly that was pretty productive. I was only there for about an hour, but I got quite a bit of things done. I don't know what it is about just actually being in a coffee shop that makes me so much more productive than just doing it at home. So anyway, I am finally headed to the barn now. I will see you guys there. All right, we are soaking Royal's foot right now. So with Royal, I've been battling abscess after abscess with this horse. First we thought he might have laminitis. He has had a small bit of laminitis before, and he gets kind of weird fatty pockets. So like him being metabolic is definitely a possibility. Even though he's only 11, it's something to think about. But we just got back from the vet yesterday, and we did some labs, got some x-rays to look at his hoof because he's been like 3 abscesses in the span of 3 weeks. So it's like something is going on and we need to see what's going on. So what we ended up finding is that there is a gas pocket in his lateral hoof, the lateral part of his hoof by the heel. So it's in such a weird spot. So we think that he's just been trying to blow it out time after time, and he can't get it out. So that's why he's popped so many in like short spans. So I rasp it kind of aggressively with the help of my mentor, of course, to try and like encourage it to come out. You see we have hoof boots. We have hoof boots on him. He's just been really toe landing first, and he moves a lot better with hoof boots. So he'll basically be in hoof boots for a while now. Until we can get this last little bit out. He is making such a mess, Royal. Anyway, so I'm currently soaking it with hot water, Epsom salt, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar and mouthwash. I know it sounds crazy, but my mentor told me to try it. Apparently it really helps draw any bacteria. So I don't know, we're gonna try it. I've always done the apple cider vinegar, but I haven't tried the mouthwash. It was like $3 at Walmart, so like why not try it, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna soak this for like 15-20 minutes, and yeah, we'll go from there. case you're wondering, this is the mouthwash. She said it has to be the yellow one. Go ahead and move into my post-ride routine that I did for today. I say routine, but I really shouldn't, because it changes depending on how Rocket's feeling, or Royal. It just depends on how the horse is feeling, how I'm feeling. And so I'll never do like the same stretches or same routine every time. It just totally depends. But this is kind of what I did today. I do have a rule of thumb for no matter what stretch I'm doing. I do each stretch 3 times. And typically I hold for at least 5 seconds, sometimes 8 to 10, depending on the stretch. But I do recommend just starting out with 5, with 3 sets for your horse's first time stretching. But if they are really struggling with it, don't push it, okay? Know your horse's limits. Another great tip is to make sure your horse is actually standing square for the stretch. If they're standing all wonky and you're asking them to stretch, that is stretching in dysregulation, okay? They gotta be in good posture. This applies to all stretches. Carrot stretches, leg stretches, those top line pelvis stretches, whatever you're doing, making sure they are balanced is very much ideal. I do get that not every horse can stand perfectly square, but whatever square is for your horse, make sure they are in it or as close as possible to it. And I think this part is so cool. So watch when I take Rocket in between his knees, kind of like nose to chest kind of vibe. Watch how much his top line lifts up and releases when he does that. Is that not so incredibly cool? Like literally the equivalent of our horses doing sit-ups. I love to see it. So anyway, after I do our stretches, I go ahead and take him into the wash rack, get him all hosed off. My dude loves chewing the water. He always gets so upset when he doesn't chew the water, so I have to stop everything, let him chew the water, and then I can go back to what I was doing before. Hosing my horse off after a ride, especially if they got sweaty, is pretty much a non-negotiable for me as long as the weather is nice. It just keeps them so much more shiny, and the horses just absolutely love it. So after we're done with that, I go ahead and just spray him down with liniment, spray it all over, especially in his like little armpits, all against his top line, on his butt. And this is the brand I use. It's Max Magic. I absolutely love this stuff. I use it on myself too. It's amazing. After sprayed down, I go ahead and rub it all in. Any spot that I sprayed it, I will rub it in, especially the armpits. It's where he holds a lot of his tension. Sometimes I do it with a brush. Sometimes I just do it with my hands. It kind of just depends. And then this is something called cupping, where you basically just kind of like cup your hands and drum against your horse's muscle. It's best to do it kind of on the butt where they have a little bit more muscle, but the horses just absolutely love it. He was pretty tight in this side, so I went ahead and just kind of moved his leg around until he gave me a sign of release, and then I went ahead and moved on. It's just when he gets a little bit tighter there, I like to add a little bit more movement. So before I sign off, I thought we could just have a little heart-to-heart, a little chit-chat. And this is something I actually wanted to talk about on one of my last videos, but I didn't get the chance to, so we're just going to talk about it now. So something I noticed while I was at the barrel race 2 weeks ago, the last vlog, that barrel race, I obviously, like, usually when I go to these barrel races with Royal, especially, you know, when we were going the past 2 years, I was so focused on, like, competing really well. Like, I knew we could win if, like, everything fell into place, you know, and just focusing on the competition as a whole. So I would literally go there, be so focused on myself and my horse, go make my run, be gone. But this time, now that I'm trying to season a horse, I kind of got to relax a little bit more. Not that I was like uptight or I didn't talk to people when I had Royal or anything. It was just, there was not as much pressure. No pressure on me, no pressure on my horse. We were simply there to just get some experience and have some fun. And in that, I started to notice people more. And I know that sounds super weird, but like, it's just the little things. Like, I just started to kind of hear people's conversations while I was sitting on the bleachers. I was listening and watching people as they passed my trailer, people in the warm-up pen, and it just made me realize that everyone's on their own journey. Everyone celebrates for different reasons. Everyone has these different goals, and they could pull up in the nicest, biggest rig, and you kind of expect them to, like, oh, shoot, they're here to win it. But, you know, like, there was this one girl that I was next to, and she was just happy to keep all 3 barrels up, and I think she, like, landed in the 5D, and she was, like, over the moon about that. And it just kind of made me sit back and realize, why am I comparing myself to people? Like, honestly, like, I know, trust me, I know it is hard to not want to, like, compare yourself to other people. But when you step back and realize that everyone is on their own journey, everyone has their own goals, everyone has been through their own things, it doesn't really make sense to compare yourself to anyone else. Because, yeah, maybe that girl did literally win the entire race and had the fastest time, but you didn't see everything she had to go through to get to that point. You don't know how long it took her and that horse to get to that point. You don't know all the turmoil she might have faced. You don't know everything she went through. And maybe you don't know that over a year ago, maybe her only goal was to not blow the pattern or something. Everyone is on their own journey. I just think that is such a beautiful thing. Everyone celebrates for different reasons, you know, and everyone has these different goals. So, like, you might watch someone's run and they were literally slow loping it, but they come out of it, they're hooting, hollering, they're all excited, and you're like, they just ran a 25. What are they excited about? Well, you don't know that person's journey. Maybe they had a really traumatic fall off their horse, and this was like their first barrel race back since that, and they just finally worked up the courage and confidence to actually push to go make that run, even though they were terrified. So why wouldn't they be excited and happy about that? And then we have myself, where I was over the moon excited about not even landing in the open 5D. I mean, yeah, we won the 2 checks in the novice and stuff, but I was just excited because, hey, I'm seasoning my horse and we stayed on pattern and I'm having so much fun. A little bit of a random rant, but I don't know, it's just been something that's been on my mind lately. So I challenge you guys, next time you're at a barrel race, competition, whatever you do, even at the barn or the grocery store, just take a minute to kind of look at the people around you and realize that, like, everyone is on their own journey. And that is just, I don't know, I think it's really cool. And it really just makes me realize how crazy it is to compare my story to others, or compare other stories to mine. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini vlog. The next vlog is going to be yet another barrel racing vlog. So if you guys already subscribed, I don't know, might want to get on that. We got some pretty cool videos coming up this summer. And if you don't want to miss a video, click that little notification bell so that way you get alerted every single time I post a video. I hope you guys like this one, and I will see you at the next one.